So we were coming home from church, and my son had just had a very frustrating conversation with some friends of his during the week at school. And he was just asking me questions. And he was like, Mom, I don't understand why other people hate when I read my Bible on my phone. First of all, why are they looking over my shoulder? But second off, why does that bother them? I'm not reading it out loud. I'm like reading it to myself. And then I don't understand why they get mad when I talk to them about God, especially if they ask me questions. They get so upset. What got me thinking, like, how can I explain this to him? And what came to mind was that morning earlier, we were getting up to get ready for church, and I went in to his bedroom. I just flipped the light on, and he hates that. He absolutely hates it, and I know he does. But I also know if I don't do it, he's just going to lay there a little bit longer. So I just avoid the whole situation. I don't even pretend like that's an issue anymore. I just go in there and I flip the light on. But I asked him, I said, "Why do you hate it when I do that?" And he said, "Well, it stings my eyes, it burns, and it feels like it takes longer for me to wake up." And I'm like, "Wish, no, it actually doesn't take you as long." But I said, that's what's going on with people at school. You go into a dark room where people are happy and content in the darkness because they're relaxed, they're sleeping, they're restful, and you just flip on the light real quick. It stings their eyes, it burns their eyes, it jolts them awake. It's not a nice way to wake up. That's what's going on with people's souls. When they see you reading the Bible and they see you talking about God, you're bringing a light into a darkness that it's jolting to them. It stings their eyes. It doesn't really make them feel great. And usually people's first reaction is anger or discomfort or just get away from me, rejection all the way around. I said, that's what's going on at school is you're bringing the light into the darkness, but it's in the spirit and they don't know how to connect that. They don't understand that. See, when we encounter Jesus, the light of Christ for the first time, it 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 really does disrupt the comfort, the status quo, the darkness that we're in. Sometimes that can be a little jarring.